Hello, everybody. Hi. Nice to see everyone. Um, 1 second. Okay. I think we're good. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, it's an honor to be here with you. Um, we are going to start in a seated position. So please bring your props. As always, I suggest to have a couple of blankets or cushions or textbooks or blocks if you have them at home, and just in case you need them throughout your practice. And we're going to start, as I said, in Sukhasana, also translated often as easy seated position. Uh, Sukha really means happy. So, yeah, so happy position, I guess. With your hands resting on your thighs, maybe even your hands can turn towards the sky. Just take a moment here to connect with your breath. Take a couple of breaths in here, arriving to your mat, arriving to your practice. Take a deep breath in here. Full breath out to let that go. Let's do that again. Deep inhale through your nose. Exhale through the mouth, let it go. Whenever you feel ready, hands at the center of the chest in Anjali Mudra. Just take a moment here, connect with your intention, with any dedication that you might have for your practice. If you are feeling comfortable to join me with an Om, please join me. If not, just enjoy the sound. Take a deep breath in. Om. Sahana Bhavatu, Sahana Punatu, Sahaviryam Karivavai, Etasvinavadi Tamastu, Avipushavai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Whenever you feel ready, release your hands to your side. And just bring your shoulders towards your ears and roll them back and down to open it. Let's do that one more time. Shoulders to the ears, rolling them back and down to open. One more time. Deep breath in, open and back. One last time. Deep inhale to reach your shoulders to your ears and drop them down. Deep breath in to reach your hands towards the sky. On the exhale, release hands by your sides. One more time. Deep inhale to reach. Maybe you turn the gaze towards the sky as well. On the exhale, we release hands by your sides. One more time. Deep inhale to reach. In this one, maybe you interlace your fingers and move the palms away from you. Gaze is towards the fingers, and on the exhale, the chin tucks towards the chest. Take a deep breath in here. Stay, get a little bit longer. Long exhale. One more. On the exhale, release hands by your side. One last breath. Deep inhale to reach back up, extend, interlacing your fingers, tucking your chin towards the chest. Breathe in, take a deep breath in. Sit a little bit taller. On the exhale, this time we're going to start leaning towards the right hand side. Just opening the side body. Try to keep the ribs, the spine as long as you can, both sit bones on the ground. Take one last breath in here. Maybe you turn the gaze towards the sky, or maybe you stay. Take one more in. On the exhale, we move back to center. Take another breath as you get a little bit taller and lengthen. And on the exhale, we move towards the left-hand side. Again, chest is open, both sit bones on the ground. Your gaze can be looking towards the sky. Take another breath. On the exhale, we come back to center. Release those hands and twist towards your right-hand side. Your left hand comes to rest on your thigh. Your chest is open. Both sit bones on the floor. Take another breath. Long breath out. With your next inhale, we turn back to center and we move right away to the second side. Take a big inhale. Long exhale. One more, just like that. Big inhale. On the exhale, we move back to center. If you have something underneath you, remove your block or your prop from underneath. Extend your legs towards the front of the mat. Just give them a little shape. Take a big breath in to reach back again. Interlacing the fingers one more time. Chin tuck, ribs in. Take one more breath in here. On the exhale, we start folding forward just to go halfway. Take a breath, spine is long. Long exhale. One more deep breath in. On the exhale, release, hands come and drop to the ground. Keep the chest open. Take another inhale here. Full breath out. With your left hand, you're gonna grab your right ankle. Either your ankle or your leg in general or your foot. And as you inhale, we're gonna lean back and twist towards your right hand side. Immediately, the other hand starts moving back to rest behind you as you keep the chest open. The legs can be bent in here if you need to. Take one more breath. Long exhale. Releasing the foot back on the ground. Take a deep inhale in here. Extend again the spine. On the exhale, we fold forward again. Paschimottanasana. Keep the chest open. Crown of the head moving forward. Take another big inhale. Full breath out. Let's do that on the second side. Grab your left ankle with your right hand. The other hand moves back. As you move the torso back, you bring the leg with you as you twist. Take a deep breath in. The chest is open towards your left hand side, offering your internal organs a little bit of a squish. Take one more breath. On the exhale, we release, foot to the ground, lengthening here, press those hands on the floor, cross those ankles, lift and step into your tabletop. And as you find your tabletop in here, walk your hands forward to bring your forehead down to the floor into Anahatasana. Trying to keep the tailbone in, the ribs in, and the hands actively pressing on the ground. Focus on the index knuckle and press it a little bit more onto the mat. Take one more breath. If you can keep the forearms off the ground, keep them off the ground so the shoulders receive a little bit more of a nice stretching here. One more deep breath in. Full exhale. Press into those hands, come back to your tabletop, reach the right hand towards the sky, and on the exhale, we thread the needle towards the left hand side. That means your arm comes through, your shoulder comes to the ground, the other hand comes to your lumbar. Take a big inhale, open the chest. Long exhale. You can keep the left hand pressing on the ground if you feel a little bit more secure in here. Take one more breath. Long exhale. Pressing to the left hand back again. Releasing your arm from underneath. Both hands come to the ground. On your next inhale, open up into your cow pose. On the exhale, round the spine. Push the ground away from you. Let's do that again. Deep inhale to open into your cow. On the exhale, round the spine. Move the ground away from you. One last time, deep inhale to open up. On the exhale, rounding. Coming back to neutral position, lift the left hand towards the sky. And on the exhale, we thread the needle on the second side. Bring that hand forward or all the way to your lower back. Keep the chest open in here. This is a nice shoulder stretch as well as a very nice twist. Take one more breath. Don't breath out. There should not be any weight on your neck, so be aware of that. Your shoulder and your knees are the ones pressing on the floor. One last deep breath in. On the exhale, plant the right hand on the ground. Release the hands from underneath. Press into both hands. Press. Begin to extend the right leg behind you. The left leg behind you, you're in your plank pose. Take a deep breath in here. On the exhale, push back into your downward facing dog. Take a breath. Full breath out. On your next inhale, roll forward into your plank. Stay there for the exhale. One more deep breath in. On the exhale, push back into your downward facing dog. Take one more breath in here. Long breath out. On your next inhale, roll forward into your plank. Stay there for the exhale. Lift the right leg behind you. Just hover the toes from the mat. Take a big inhale in here, get long. On the exhale, round the spine, bring the knee towards the nose. Deep inhale to reach back. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Deep inhale to extend. Exhale, twist the left elbow. Deep inhale, extend. On the exhale, plant that foot beside the other. Push back into the downward facing dog. Take a breath. Long exhale. On your next inhale, rise your right leg back again. Kick back. On the exhale, we step that foot on the outside of your right hand. The back knee comes to the ground. You're in Uttam Prishtasana, lizard pose. Hands can stay on the ground. If you use blocks, you can bring a block underneath your hand. We're not going to stay for long, but if you want to bring those forearms to the ground just now, you can bring them to the ground as well. Pelvis is moving down. Take one more breath. Long exhale. Tuck the back toes. Extend the back leg. The hips are staying where they are. The back heel is going to come to the ground, 90-degree angle, parallel to the short edge of the mat. Begin to rise into your warrior two. Extend those arms towards your side. Land into your pose. Take a big inhale in here. Long exhale. Straight up front leg. Extend a little bit forward, bringing that right hand down to your shin. The other hand can stay on your hip. If you have sensitive shoulders, or if you don't and have a little bit more space, reach the other hand up. Take a breath in here, opening to Trikonasana. Long exhale. One more, just like that. Big inhale. Full breath out. On your next inhale, gaze towards the front toes, micro bend the knee, coming all the way back to standing. Grab your hips. Turn your toes towards the side of the mat. Roll your shoulders back. Take a deep inhale in here. On the exhale, fall forward, only halfway in here. Moving, staying with the torso open and long, just parallel to the floor. Hands can stay on your hip, or they can reach over your head. Trying to bring the belly in, activating those core muscles. Take a big inhale, full breath out. Take your right hand, bring it to the ground right in front of the face. The other hand can come to the lower back. Take a deep breath in as you open and twist towards your left hand side. Take a big inhale. Long breath out. One more, just like that. Inhale. And on the exhale, we come back to center, both hands to the hip. Micro bend those knees, coming all the way back to standing. On your next inhale, turn your right foot towards the front of the mat. Windmill your hands, plant the hands to step back into your plank pose. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Connect here with your breath again. Whenever you feel ready, begin to walk your hands towards the feet. Lengthen your spine in here. And on the exhale, we fold forward over the legs. Connect your three fingers to big toes in Padangusthasana. Lengthen your spine again. On the exhale, fold forward. Crown of the head moves down and the elbows point towards the side. Take a breath. Your weight goes a little bit towards your toes instead of your heels. Full exhale. Bend your knees as much as you need so the spine is nice and long. Take one more breath in here. Full breath out. And your next inhale, lengthen through the spine. On the exhale, we walk the hands forward back into your down dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out through the mouth, let it go. On your next inhale, roll forward back into your plank. Stay here for the exhale. One more breath in here. On the exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Long breath out. On your next inhale, roll forward back again into your plank. Stay there for the exhale. Tuck the tailbone while you're here. Take one more breath. On the exhale, release and go back to your down dog. Last one. Inhale to open back into your plank. Stay for the exhale. Begin to hover the left foot behind you. On the exhale, we round the spine. Bring the knee towards the nose. Deep inhale to reach back. Exhale, knee towards your left elbow. Deep inhale, reaching back. Exhale, right elbow, little bit of a twist. Take a deep inhale to reach back. On the exhale, step that foot beside the other plank pose. Take another breath. On the exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a last big inhale as you reach the left leg behind you. On the exhale, we plant that foot on the outside of the left hand. The knee comes back to the ground as you open your chest and sink the hips close. Take one more breath. Long breath out. And again, you have that opportunity to bring those hands to your block, to your boot, or even lower your forearms to the ground or to your block. Take one more breath. Long exhale. Press into those hands. Begin to tuck the back toes as you lengthen the back leg. Drop the back heel as you open and rise into your warrior two. Try to keep the hips as low as you can. Stands are long. The arms extend by your sides. Take a big inhale. Full exhale, land. Extend the front leg, hinge forward, drop the left hand to your shin. The other hand can reach towards the sky or can stay on your lower back. If it stays, keep on rolling that shoulder back, offering that chest a nice opening. Take another big inhale. Full exhale. One more, just like that. Inhale. On the exhale, the gaze turns down, micro bend the front knee, coming all the way back to standing. Hands to your hips. Turn all 10 toes towards the side of the mat. Again, shoulders to your ears, rotate them back. and down. Tailbone comes in, and the exhale, we fold forward again, halfway. Being nice and long in here, we want to bring this weight onto the toes instead of the heels, just to receive that nice stretch in the back of the leg. Keep the chest open, ribs come in, maybe you reach the hands forward. Take another big inhale, strong legs, strong core. On the exhale, drop the left hand only in front of your face. The other hand is gonna come on your lower back. As you start pressing into the hand on the floor and twisting towards your right hand side. Deep breath in. Long exhale. One more, just like that. Deep inhale. On the exhale, come back to the floor, hands to those hips. Take a big breath in as you lengthen. On the exhale, fold forward, bringing the crown of the head to point towards the ground. Hands can stay on your hips. Lower to the floor. Catch your big toes if you want to. Take a big breath in. On the exhale, maybe you fold forward again. Let's take 2 more breaths in your toes. On your next inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale it out. Micro bend the knees, hands to your hips, coming all the way up back to standing. The head is the last one to come, so you don't get beat. Open the left foot to the side. Extend back into your warrior and windmill your hands to step back into your plank. Big inhale. On the exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Whenever you feel ready, bring the knee back to the ground. Take a moment, bring the forehead down to the ground just to connect again with your breath and your practice. Finding child's pose with your knees wide or together as you choose. Take a couple of breaths in here. Pressing into those hands back again, rising up into your tabletop. Once you find your tabletop, I want you to tuck your toes in here. Press the hands. Make sure your hands are underneath your shoulders. Press the toes on the ground and begin to hover your knees from the ground. Take a deep breath in here. Hug the ribs in. On the exhale, we're going to move the hips back towards the heels, keeping the knees hovering from the floor. Like in a child's pose position, but with the knees hovering. Take a deep breath in to rise back up into your table hovering. On the exhale, push back into your child's pose hovering. Take a deep breath in to come back into your table, just to hover your knees. On the exhale, push back into your child's pose. One last round. Deep inhale, come back to your table. Keep the spine long. On the exhale, pushing back into your child's pose. Deep inhale to come back to center. Keep on hovering. On the exhale, knees down to the floor. Extend the arms forward. Find your Anahatasana, the posture of the heart, or also known as puppy pose. Take a big breath in. Full breath out. Pressing to those hands, pressing to those forearms this time as we start sliding all the way to the ground. Finding Sarva Bhujangasana, Sphinx pose with your elbows underneath your shoulders. If you have sensitive lower back especially, You can walk your hands forward and just letting the chest come a little bit lower. Keep the forearms pressing on the floor instead of collapsing shoulders to the ears. Take a big breath in here. Long exhale. And your next inhale, bend your right knee and point the toes towards the ceiling. On the exhale, we turn the gaze towards the left hand side. Big breath in, keep the chest open. Long breath out. Only the gaze moves. Only your head is moving. One more breath. On the exhale, release to the ground. Bring those hands and fingertips wide into the ground. Take a big breath in. Press into those fingertips. Rise into your cobra pose. On the exhale, we'll lower back down. Deep inhale, rise back up, cobra pose. Exhale, lower back down. Deep breath in to open a little bit more. Exhale to lower back down. Last one, we're gonna stay, take a breath in here, extend and open the chest, maybe you look up. Full breath out, pelvis on the ground, thighs pressing on the floor. Last one, inhale. On the exhale, release. Bring those hands as a pillow, take a moment. Connect again with your breath. This time, as you find again your breath, extend your arms towards your sides on a T shape. One ear comes to the ground, your left ear comes to the ground. Press the right hand underneath your shoulder as you push and roll into your left shoulder. Your legs can stack on top of each other, or the right leg can bend and the foot can come on the ground to the side. Take a big breath in. Long exhale. One more, just like that. Full breath out. Your next inhale, begin to come back again into your prone position. Hands and forearms back on the ground. Find again your Sphinx pose. And again, in here we breathe, the thighs are active, the shoelaces are pressing on the floor, actively pressing on the floor. This time we bend the left knee, we point the toes towards the sky, and on the exhale we turn just the head towards the opposite side. Take a breath in here. See if you can look at your foot, just from the corner of your eye. Take one more breath. On the exhale, we come back to center. Release the foot back on the ground. This time, the hands are gonna be the ones that come beside your rib cage. Pressing into those palms. Roll your shoulders back. Take a deep breath in. Coming to your cobra pose. Elbows back. On the exhale, lower back down. Deep breath in to open. On the exhale, we'll lower back down. Two more times. Deep breath in to open the chest. On the exhale, we'll lower. Last one. Deep inhale. We're going to stay. Press into those hands. Rise the chest. See if you can stay in here. Maybe covering your hands. Take one more breath. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. On the exhale, release all the way to the ground. Hands again as a pillow. Rest your forehead down. And you start releasing your arms to your sides on a T shape. Bring the left hand underneath the left shoulder. Press into that hand and roll into your second side. Just a prone shoulder stretch on your second side. Take 2 more breaths. As you start feeling ready, come back to center. Press those hands, this time underneath the shoulders. Push back into your tabletop. Drop the belly to open the chest, come into a cow pose. On the exhale, round the spine. Push the ground away from you. Take a deep breath in to open back again. On the exhale, we round. One more breath, inhale. On the exhale, push back, come to sit on your heels in Vajrasana. Thighs are together. You can be sitting on a block if you want to. You're going to take a deep breath in to reach the hands towards the sky. Just a little bit of movement with the shoulders again. With your elbows squeezing towards the side, start to squeeze those shoulder blades together. Keep the hands open on a katsu shape. Try to bring the ribs in. Take one more breath in here. On the exhale, bring the right hand to connect with your left shoulder and the left hand to connect with your right shoulder. So elbows stacked on top of each other. Take a breath. Long exhale. One more, just like that. Inhale. On the exhale, releasing back again, extending the arms towards the side. Bend your right elbow. Bring the hands to behind your head in here. Take a big breath in here. Begin to tilt the head towards your right shoulder, and as you let your left elbow, your left arm drop straight and long towards the ground. Keep searching for that stretch. The other hand is on top of the head, just gently supporting the head. It's not pulling the head down, it's gently supporting the head. Once you reach the floor, begin to extend back again, parallel to the mat. On the exhale, again, we begin to drop. Once it reaches all the way down, with control, come back to center with your head. Find some circles towards the right hand side with your head. Whenever you feel ready, come back to center, reach your hands towards the sky, back again. Let's get long. On the exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades one more time, elbows back, rib cage in, take one more breath in here. On the exhale, this time, left hand comes underneath, the left hand comes to your right shoulder, right hand to your left shoulder. And again, elbows back on top, opening the scapula in here, bringing the ribs in, belly button in. Take one more breath. Full breath out. On your next inhale, extend the arms by your side. Again, this time we bend the left elbow, hand on top of the head as we begin to tilt that head towards the left hand side. Try to keep the spine nice and long as you lengthen through the right arm and start dropping just very slowly as you breathe out all the way to the ground. And as it comes all the way down to the floor, begin to rise it back again on your inhale, and on the exhale, we'll lower all the way down to the ground. Releasing the head, coming to center and to find some nice circles towards the opposite side, the one that you didn't do before. Whenever you feel ready, press those hands on the ground. Find your way into your reclined position. Extend your legs forward. Bring your back to the ground, to your mat. Bringing the feet to press on the floor in here. Inviting the right knee to hug into the chest to give it a little squeeze. The other leg can begin to extend on the ground. Grab the knee with your left hand and start bringing that knee towards the left hand side. The other arm drops beside you. The hand is open towards the sky. Try to keep the shoulders on the ground. Your knee might not come all the way down to the floor. That's all right. Keep your twist. As you go in here, the amount of twisting that your body needs as you try to keep those shoulders firmly pressing on the ground. Take 2 more breaths. Whenever you feel ready, coming back to center, pressing both feet back on the ground, allowing your left knee this time to come into your chest to give it a little squeeze as you begin to extend that right foot, right leg on the ground. Grab your knee with your right hand, that's your opposite hand, as you begin to find your twist on your second side. Take a couple more breaths in here. Maybe on the exhale, you find that you can twist a little bit more. As you start to feel ready, you're coming back to center. Bringing both knees to hug into the chest. Give them a little squeeze. Maybe you even rock side to side a couple of times. Maybe you find space for happy baby with your soles of the feet pointing to the sky and your hands on the outsides of your feet, pulling your knees towards your armpits. Whenever you feel ready, bring the knees back in, back again. Take a deep breath in here. On the exhale, exhale through the mouth. Let that go. Extend your arms, extend your legs from your mat. Take a couple of minutes to rest into your final relaxation posture, Shavasana. व्याप्तयेन चराचरम् तत्पदं दर्शितं ये तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः आनन्दमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तयेन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं ये तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः ॐ शान्ति 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 Of course, if you're feeling happy in your Shavasana, you're welcome to stay as long as you need. But if you're ready to invite some movement back again into your body, just very, very gentle. Even finding a couple of breaths before you move. And if you're gonna move dancing, maybe offering your body a nice full stretch, bringing the arms overhead. As you start feeling ready, turn towards the side of your choice on a fetal position on the side of your choice. And of course, whenever you feel ready, you can come back to your hands at the center of the chest in Anjali Mudra. Just take a moment to connect again with your intention, the reason why you stepped on your mat today. Rub your palms together and cover your eyes. Rub your palms one more time to cover that part of the body that needs it the most right now. Thank you so much for your presence, for letting me guide you in this beautiful process. I hope I will see you next time. Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day. Thank you. Thank you. so much. Thank you. Thank you. Namaste. Namaste, my friend. Thank you so much.